With Aunt Phil, a mystery in southeast Alaska. Between 1912 and 1915, a number of single unattached men mysteriously disappeared.
Now, while police were baffled, a suspect eventually emerged, becoming Alaska's first serial killer.
In 1912, a man by the name of Edward Krause pretends to be a U.S. Marshal while at the Treadwell Mine in Douglas.
There, he presents a court summons to a mine worker who leaves with Krause and is never seen ever again. Author Laurel Downing-Bill explains what happens next in this murder mystery.
The mine managers investigated the disappearance of their worker, but they thought it was probably related to problems that they were having between the company and the laborers. They even thought Krause might have been a hired killer who was engaged by the violent wing of the labor union. But when it was discovered that Krause was the last person to have seen a charter boat operator in Juneau, well, then they issued a warrant for his arrest in the disappearance of the mine worker. Krause escaped the clutches of the law in Ketchikan when he jumped on a steamer heading for Seattle. But a savvy passenger who had seen wanted posters plastered all over recognized him and alerted the police. So when the ship pulled into Puget Sound, there were police detectives waiting to arrest him. And then a search of his possessions revealed that he had forged documents, bank accounts, real estate transactions that were associated with the missing men. Also, about 8 other missing men. He turned out to be Edward Slomke, who had joined the U.S. Army in Wrangell in 1897 and then deserted in 1902. More research also revealed that Krause had taken over the assets of many of these missing men, and that he was also the head of a murder gang in Petersburg that was associated with even more disappearances. His trial started in spring 1917, but there were no bodies ever recovered from these disappeared men, so the jury convicted him on kidnapping, robbery, forgery, and a few other charges, and sentenced him to hang in the gallows in Juneau. Krause sawed through the bars of the Juneau Federal Jail and escaped. The largest manhunt in the history of the territory. They even had fishing boats all over southeast Alaska mobilized to guard the waters so he couldn't escape. And then a few days later, a homesteader collected the $1,000 reward as he killed Krause when he exited a stolen skiff on Admiralty Island. And even today, law enforcement says if the extent of Krause's criminal activities were ever known, it would be the most startling in the annals of American crime history.